Most dudes think they're bulking, but they're not building muscle. They're just getting fat and then convincing themselves that it's mass. So let me explain to you why your last bulk probably set you back 6 months. I remember my first real bulk. I crushed pizzas, 6 scoop of mass gainer a day, and I gained 25 pounds in 10 weeks. I thought I looked huge until I realized half of it was water and fat. My blood pressure was through the roof, my HDL tanked, and I looked like a bloated zombie. You think you're in a caloric surplus for growth, but you're in a metabolic dumpster fire. Here's the truth. Your insulin sensitivity decides if you build lean muscle or if you get fat. When insulin sensitivity is high, your body pushes nutrients into muscle, and when it's low, it dumps them into fat cells. That's why shredded guys can eat carbs and stay lean, because their body's insulin is working for them and not against them. And you keep insulin sensitivity high by lifting heavy, often, and resistance training. That increases your GLUT-4 activity for better glucose uptake. So do fasted or post-meal cardio, a 10 to 15 minute walk after meals, or 35 to 45 minute fasted cardio. Staying lean, lower body fat equals less inflammation equals better insulin sensitivity. Sleeping good and managing your stress is also going to help. So sleep 7 to 9 hours a night. Keep your cortisol low, and you can use these minerals to help keep your cortisol low. Use magnesium glycinate, glycine, and ashwagandha. And also, eat whole foods and time carbs. Stick to rice, potatoes, fruits, oats, raw honey, and eat carbs around training. Also, use hormone timing if you're one of my enhanced friends. GH in the AM because low insulin equals fat burn, and then carbs and protein post workout because high carbs and insulin equal muscle growth. And for all my gym rats out there, use berberine 500 milligrams twice a day. Alpha lipoic acid, ALA, 300 to 600 milligrams a day. Another good one is chromium picolinate. I always mess that one up, but that one's 200 to 400 micrograms per day. Cinnamon extract, fish oil, and magnesium. For all of you out there, track your blood work markers. Your fasting glucose should be less than 90 grams per deciliter. Your HbA1c should be less than 5.13, and your triglycerides should be less than 100. I'm going to get into this real quick, so layman's terms, I'm not going to get all science. GH likes low insulin, and IGF-1 likes high insulin. So the move is strategic timing if you are enhanced. Fasted cardio or GH in the morning keeps your insulin low, helps you burn fat, and then post-workout carbs and protein will spike your insulin, which will drive nutrients into the muscle, which help you get the gains. And that is in simple form how you get lean, cycling your insulin and GA rhythm instead of keeping both maxed out all day. And please be aware, if you're enhanced, your body handles nutrients differently. You're more anabolic and more insulin sensitive, and you recover faster, so your macros should reflect that. Obviously, protein 1 gram per pound of body weight. Don't overdo it. Fats should be 25 to 30% of your calories. That's really easy to remember. And then carbs should be adjusted based on activity, more on training days, less on rest days. Unless you're doing a refeed, and that's a whole nother subject. Because the gear increases nutrient partitioning, meaning more muscle, less fat storage, and that's how you stay full, strong, and shredded. Guys, this only works if your health is dialed in. Your blood work doesn't lie. I already told you about your fasting glucose, under 90 milligrams per deciliter for good insulin sensitivity. I told you about the triglycerides, but I didn't tell you about the HDL. You want to keep it above 40 because that protects your heart. And as well as your hematocrit, you want to keep it below 52%. Too high, and your blood's going to look like syrup. Because you can't grow if your health is trash. Healthy inside usually means jacked outside. So here's some quick takeaways. If you're trying to grow, 3 to 500 calories above maintenance, and track morning weight weekly, not daily. And this could help you out. In my opinion, add 1 to 2 fasted cardio sessions at least to maintain insulin sensitivity. Quick supplement list: berberine, fish oil, magnesium. So if you want the exact blood work checklist and the lean bulk macros I use with my athletes, plus gear guide, all the good things, all of that, which I use with my athletes, it's all inside the live training, and you can click the link in the description to get it.